I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Browns going up against the Hounds. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Cleveland Browns and the Memphis Hounds. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Memphis team as they get ready here. They already have as many wins in the second half as they did in the first half, and we're just starting the second half at number 0.
And I know some of their fans are already starting to look forward to the draft, but I still think this team has a chance to win some games down the stretch.
The offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw. He finds Hearns left side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I love watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people at the block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, it's Yeldon. He's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They'll drop the throw. And it's complete to Lewis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Really nice pickup at 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. He got good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is that they can run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Hey, tight left, tight end left. Hey, you got 3.
Here we go. Blue line it. Blue line it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
Hurry up, here we go.
First down and goal to go They'll try and run forward, Yeldon. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Double tight, double tight. You got three down.
Set. Green.
They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the interception from in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing they said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think? Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. You're right there with me.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that'll be good enough for the first. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concerns coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play back block, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And caught right side, Green. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Hey, we got three down.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Flushed out right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. See what they can do on this play. And here now the offense heading back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. That's
excellent play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. That changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On play action, no throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he rifles one incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does. That was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball and making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit. It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Yeah, this one's high, but not very far. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change in possession. See what they can put together. Now this offense ready to take over again. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
All right, here we go.
When you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Receivers and slot receivers really gain stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys will work their weight in gold.
Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked up by Lewis Davis. And he's able to get it back to the 33. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. 7 yards to go on second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up and making sure it was a catch. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
And definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Taken in at the 22. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over for... See what they can do on this play. And now back out comes the offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time, do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's our time.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to...
And hello. I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown. Back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively, and now a chance to turn it into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because that's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Oh, they've gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And that will come the offense as they take it. formation. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Soul searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
So there you go, holding by the offense and now pushing back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Thrown into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now a shotgun snap is a look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
The defensive guy. Now as a quarterback, third down, you really got to follow the troops here.
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. But once again, a good example of situational football. That was third and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
That's taken on the 25. Look at the dance and the juke. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Browns. Back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, they felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan. Thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. But not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overrun by the defense they're facing.
See what they can put together.
Check front stick. Check front stick. Check 24. Here we go now.
They'll set up to throw. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
All right, here we go.
They'll They'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's brought down. And given 15 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. That spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's brought down after a good game. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll give them the first down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good game. Give him 22 on that one. And that'll give him a first down.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Yeldon on the dump off.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw again. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up 2nd down. No, third down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now let's go.
Play action, no throw. Rolling to his left. He may try and run for this. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They go play action here on first down, and it is incomplete here. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Offense looks to punch it in here from the right on 2nd and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we are.
Now 3rd down and goal from the 1. He's in the end zone for a touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 5th touchdown on the year. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. Able to punch it in on. National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it.